Squad back with another video. Y'all seen the titles going down. Make sure you hit the like button, hit that subscribe button for me, please. Y'all see it right here. This is Randy Fine. It says right here that Governor Tim Walz, in fact, of what he said right here, that he's going to jail. Said you're sickening, and when we are done, you will be in jail. Said good, the country needs this, and traitors must FAFO, and that's true. When it comes down to Tim Walz, Jacob Frey, for sure. Let's check it out right here. Tim Walz says,
Minnesota and our local law enforcement, as you have seen, have done everything possible to de-escalate. Local media has reported extensively.
How have you done everything possible when you have had two individuals that have, the first one, tried. We ain't gonna talk about the past. We're just talking about, last couple weeks that have tried, one using a vehicle, and then another with having not only a handgun, but having two magazines on them. Right. Or let's talk about the individual that stole and took a rifle out of a government, vehicle. I mean, there's multiple things. Or individuals throwing rocks. Or bottles of ice. I'm telling y'all.
On the cooperation to de-escalate this situation. Donald Trump, I call on you once again. Remove this force from Minnesota. They are sowing chaos and violence. We've seen deadly violence from federal agents again and again and again. But in contrast to that, on these frozen streets, what you witnessed yesterday was the best of Minnesota, peacefully exercising their First Amendment rights. And I attended in the church basement hundreds of Minnesotans from all faith packing care packages for families that have been ripped apart. Despite the horrific acts by this federal government, Minnesotans are standing up for the rule of law. They're protesting loudly and urgently, but peacefully. It must stay that way, Minnesota.
Definitely insane, y'all. Tell y'all, it's definitely insane. The way they put in things, and then the way that they never take accountability for their actions whatsoever. Telling y'all. It says right here, this is Attorney General Pam Bondi, that they've sent a strong letter today to Tim Walz. And they said they've been working on this letter for a while, and I know for a fact that, things aren't looking good, not only for Mayor Frey, but Tim Walz as well. Check it out.
Rape, homicide, manslaughter. That's who they're trying to protect in Minnesota. I do not understand these people. We sent Governor Walz a very strong letter today.
And I believe I have the video of these individuals that she named at the beginning of this video, and I'll go back to it by the end of the video.
We had been working on this letter. We got it out saying that he better support President Trump. He better support the men and women in law enforcement, because if he doesn't, we are. And that's what we're doing right now.
Were there any consequences in this letter?
Well, we'll see. This is fluid. Let's see how Governor Walz responds. Let's see what he does based on this, based on what's happening right now. But this administration is going to support the citizens. We're going to support our great men and women in law enforcement.
Definitely. I'm here for it. Pretty crazy, pretty wild. Says this can't be said enough. Tim Walz literally called again, like I showed in the last video, and said, and speaking on Civil War. Check this out.
When things looked really bleak, it was Minnesota's first that held that line for the nation on that July 3rd, 1863. And I think now we may be in that moment that the nation's looking to us to hold the line on democracy.
Definitely insane, y'all. Definitely insane. It says right here, Governor Tim Walz has demanded Trump admin hand over the Border Patrol shooting investigation to Minnesota investigators instead of the feds leading it. Says never in a million years, do not let them taint this information, because again, and I'm not saying it's just, for, to say that this isn't going to happen, this, that, and the other. I know for a fact that they're going to change things around just based off of the way, the way they're not taking accountability. They're not taking accountability whatsoever.
The justice system will have the last word on this. It must have the last word. As I told the White House in no uncertain terms this morning, the federal government cannot be trusted to lead this investigation. The state will handle it, period.
That
It's just
pretty wild. I'm not gonna lie. Definitely pretty wild. Definitely pretty crazy. Definitely pretty sad when it comes down to it. I'm not gonna lie. It's Chrissy Noam right here, standing up for Border Patrol and saving America. Let's protect them at all costs. Check it out.
Protesters then showed up at the scene. They began to obstruct and to assault law enforcement officers. We saw objects being thrown at them, including ice and other objects. And a rampant assault began, and even an HSI officer agent's finger was bitten off. Crowd control measures were deployed to bring safety to the public and to law enforcement at the scene. And once again, I want to remind everybody that this situation and this tragedy did not have to happen. Our law enforcement are doing everything that they can to protect the public. Of protesters,
I'm telling y'all, man, it's definitely sad. You know, that this whole situation. Like I said in my last video, I truly just don't understand. Truly don't understand on why whatsoever. You know, they're not taking accountability and going through this. And all they gotta do, hey, y'all need to go home. It's too much going on. We have too many things going on. They're causing all this. Tim Walz, Mayor Fry is definitely on them. Check it out.
let me just get your initial
And
thoughts
this is the video that's talking about y'all.
of what's happened here in Minneapolis in the last couple of hours.
Well, why this has happened in Minneapolis is because you have a mayor, you have a governor who has declared Minneapolis a sanctuary city, saying, bring your worst of the worst to Minneapolis. You're invited here. We will protect you. Aisha, these are the arrests. These are just the arrests that ICE has been making. And that's why Donald Trump has ICE in Minneapolis to protect the citizens. Sodomy of a boy, strong arm robbery, sexual assault, sodomy of a girl under the age of 16, rape, 12-year-old girl, strong arm, rape, ag assault, convicted rape, child fondling. These are all.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm not smiling at the simple fact of this, and I don't even do this in video or check my phone. I'm always looking at my notes. But I don't know if y'all know Retro Steph. I don't know if y'all watch UFC. I'm really big on UFC, but this guy here, I'm not even gonna lie, Retro Steph. If y'all don't know who Retro Steph is, please go subscribe to him. He just sent me something that's completely insane, but definitely apologize for that.
12-year-old girl, strong arm, rape, ag assault, convicted rape, child fondling.
These are all the people that she called out have serious charges that was allowed to come through this country and was brought to Minnesota by Joe Biden and gave access and granted safety by Tim Walz, Ilmar, and that stupid bitch mayor. Okay? You hear all those charges coming out? That's all the charges those people have on them. Serious bad charges. And this happened because Obama and Joe Biden's watch. And Trump was trying to clean up, but these people don't want to get the big picture. They garden them, not understand the true focus or true scope of what's going on. Because they believe what Tim Walz and all the other fucking idiots up there are telling them. So yeah.
These are all the illegals that Joe Biden was letting into our country. And they were all going to Minneapolis because the mayor, the governor, the AG, they were
Exactly.
protecting them. And Donald Trump is going to protect the citizens of our country.
Let me just
One thing about it, definitely, you know, when it comes down to it, anytime a situation like this happens, anytime, you know, you have, again, just like, you know, what happened with Renee Good, they fixed their mouth to blame President Trump for the actions that they could have. You had President Trump, you know, wanting to send the National Guard. And of course, you know, you have these individuals that's not listening. Tim Walz, you know, wanted to go and sue. He wanted to, you know, not deal with the National Guard, not, you know, and that right there just, it makes me mad when it comes down to it. It truly makes me mad, you know, that they never take that accountability, especially having these individuals. Their main focus is, again, to get these individuals. Obviously, they have individuals that do not, you know, are illegal, that don't belong, you know, in the United States. But then again, you have these criminals, horrible criminals that are doing, you know, these insane things, when it comes to not only, individuals in the United States, but children even. And you have people that is supporting, what Tim Walz and Mayor Fry, I truly don't get that whatsoever. Check it out right here. Greg Bovino.
At 9:05 a.m. Central Standard Time, as DHS law enforcement officers were conducting a targeted operation in Minneapolis against an illegal alien, Jose Huerta Chuma. You can see this illegal alien on the screen to my left and right. That is Jose Huerta Chuma, whose criminal history includes domestic assault to intentionally inflict bodily harm, disorderly conduct, and driving without a valid license. During this operation, an individual approached U.S. Border Patrol agents with a 9mm semi-automatic handgun. The agents attempted to disarm the individual, but he violently resisted. Fearing for his life and the lives and safety of fellow officers, a Border Patrol agent fired defensive